Yuck. Yuck.
We are so back.
We're so back.
Season 2.
Season 2 of the Yuck podcast.
And listen, we need to address the rumors. We need to address.
Yeah.
There's several rumors.
Several things we have to address.
Yes. So number one, we have been gone for a little while.
Yeah. I mean,
it's been. I'm actually not even sure.
It's been months.
Time is a construct, but it has been months.
It's been a long. We took a break, you guys.
We took a break. We weren't with you, but we are always with you.
Yeah.
But now we're really with you.
Now we're back.
We're so back. And we're so happy to be here for season 2. This is technically our 10th episode if you don't count our holiday special.
Yeah. Which was did that actually go out?
Yeah, it did.
Oh, okay.
It is on the everything. Everywhere
Okay.
you can get your podcasts. So that is the first rumor. We were gone.
We were gone.
To just like that conspiracy theory is true.
We disappeared. We were missing.
We
We were
missing.
found.
We were found. Rumor number 2.
Rumor number 2.
We are making a huge change to our branding.
Big pivot.
Big pivot.
Because hey, a girl doesn't want to get sued.
We cannot get sued.
I cannot afford it.
And we can't even say her name on this pod
We can't.
because of legal reasons.
Yes.
But we can no longer say unwell. We're unwell.
yeah.
We are now going to be pivoting to, what are we pivoting to? Oh no, I forgot.
We're throwing up and we have diarrhea.
Wait, I
No,
think,
that
well,
can't
that
be
was
it.
only for
That
when
can't-
we,
yeah.
Okay, well,
So-
to come soon. We're calling it I'm Yucked instead of I'm Unwell.
I'm yucked.
I'm Yucked.
It's more with the branding as well.
Yeah,
We're
it-
making our own language. We're forging a new path
Totally.
onward.
Yuckers, yucked. So if you're
Mhm.
a yucker who can be yucked, oh my god,
Get yucked.
it sounds so good coming
Yeah.
out of my mouth.
Get yucked.
Ugh.
I'm so yucked.
So we're gonna be talking about what we're yucked about today,
Mm-hmm.
and we're gonna do exactly what we've always done.
Exactly what we've always done. And I do want to say one more thing.
Please,
The window's open.
yeah.
Okay, it is gorgeous. It's 80
beautiful
degrees
day.
outside. Okay, we're not going to sacrifice our well-being.
Absolutely not.
Okay, this window is open. You may hear, because guess what? We live in a neighborhood.
We do live in a neighborhood that is so noisy.
Lively.
Oh, it is alive and well. The heart is
Yeah.
beating.
Good morning, Baltimore.
Every day is like an open window.
ASMR.
Totally. And actually, that is a great segue into a question that I have for you.
No way.
Yeah, I'm dead serious.
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay.
Hit me.
If you were to star in a musical, what role would you play and why?
Oh. Oh.
There's so many roles you could play.
Oh.
You have the voice of an angel.
Oh my. Okay, I want to play Joseph in the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat.
Oh my
I want
god.
to do a gender band.
A gender bend. Oh my
'Cause
god.
It's like, yeah, it would be awesome.
It would be awesome. And honestly, all these biblical stories, they really feature men.
They do, and I want to have a new, fresh take on it. I want to like just even switch up the narrative a little bit.
Oh my god.
You know, in what way I'm not sure, but I think it'll come naturally as
What if it's-
as I create the role.
Oh, what if it's not a coat? What if it's like I don't know, like
a bodycon dress.
Yeah. Like something cunty.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Ooh, that could be really cute. I wore my bodycon
bodycon
dress
dress
with lots of sequins, and the world was peeping.
And
at
the club
my
was pumping.
fat ass.
And my fat ass.
Hey.
Hey.
And then everyone comes out, and it's still very
It's
theatrical.
very theatrical, but it's loosely based on Jersey Shore as well.
Oh,
Hence
Jilly.
the body contrast.
Dude, they need you in the back. They need you in the backstage
I
of these
know.
productions. We already got Company gender bent, and that was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Next is Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat. We're going straight from just like a classic story about friendship
Yes.
to a biblical retelling.
Yes.
I think we have to make that jump for society to start to shift.
I think it'll be good for everyone.
Can't wait to see it. And you'll be the lead.
Well, I gotta get to work. 'Cause this is an amazing idea.
Yeah, we got to get this shit over with.
Uh.
The pod. All right, do you have a question for me? Oh, wait, should I answer my own?
Wait, hold on 1 second. The window's open.
there are a few flaws with having the windows open, such as
My
allergies, but it is what it is.
Can I hear your answer?
Yeah, so I'm thinking for me, it's tough because I've already played so many pivotal roles in the theater. But right now, I do wish I could have played. The first one that came to mind is Dear Evan Hansen, and I want to be Evan, obviously,
awesome.
because I think I could play a poor, sad little white boy
Totally.
pretty good.
You would look good with the cast.
Totally, and kind of being like awkward, like I
Yeah.
don't quite fit in. I'm feeling like in order to fit in, I have to lie about who I am.
Yeah.
So,
Oh wow. So
Yeah.
You went like
yeah, it's deep and it's dark, and
I will sing no requiem
tonight. And that would be the only song I'd be sad that I wouldn't get to sing. Like that would
But
kind of blow.
But actually, you would sing it in this version.
Oh, right, because it's also gender bent. So I'm playing two roles.
You're playing two roles. You're playing.
Or Dear Evan Hansen becomes the omniscient storyteller that's a part of every single song, and he kind of just like slides in.
A one-woman show.
Yeah.
Dear Evan Hansen.
Dear Evan Hansen solo.
Solo. Yeah.
All right. Well, that works for me. Count me
Cool.
in.
I don't have a question.
That's fine. You can just say that. I'm trying to think if we should just update them on our lives a little bit? Like, what's been going on with you? What's new?
What's new? What's new? What's new?
So much has been captured on this podcast in regards to what I'm thinking of that's new in your life. But
Everything's new.
oh, that's beautiful. It's a beautiful way to look at things.
I don't know what to say.
That's fine.
I'm having stage fright.
Oh my God. Here, wait, I have something.
I have stage fright.
Okay, I have two things actually. Two things that are new. Number one, I am in the middle of prepping my little boxes to give to my future wedding party.
Oh, yeah.
And I didn't think I'd have so much fun prepping these little boxes. There are a few things with traditional wedding, what's the word I'm looking for? Like traditional wedding events, items, things that you do. It's like the accoutrement of a wedding, and there's a lot of things that I try to like withhold from. Like I'm not trying to do like use certain words or certain terms. Like I'm going with my gut on what feels right for me and what feels right for Noah. Go with my gut. But one thing that I knew I wanted to do was for all the people that are in the wedding party that are on kind of like my side or whatever, which we weren't even going to do. We were going to do like a mixed version, but I don't want to do that. My friend Jilly here reminded me that a group of women is actually extremely powerful.
Oh, because, okay, here's the thing. You don't want to be like traditional and separate like men, women.
Totally.
But the issue is a group of women are so beautiful, so powerful together.
Totally.
It's when it's paired next to a group of men.
Yeah.
And it's just a shame because it's like women alone in a group. Fantastic.
So much better. I don't want like straight men to be
together
at my party. No. And then everybody, it's so crazy because a lot of the women on my side that they're like dating a lot of Noah's friends. Yeah. So I'm like, I don't want this to be like a couples thing. I want this to be girl energy, girl vibes. Like
girl.
Also, my brain rot, crazy.
Oh, my brain is fried.
Oh, my brain is so fried,
Since we've been gone. I have just fried my brain, like totally. Like I've just been, I can't even say, but I have been looking at a lot of screens, small screen, big screen. True. I've been gaming way too much. I've been locked in.
You have been locked in, and It's been wonderful to see. I like seeing you kind of like develop this passion of yours with your children on the screen.
Yeah.
And
my children on the screen.
You're building and creating worlds, which I think is beautiful.
Yeah.
Anyway, the wedding stuff, I'm just having so much fun building these little boxes and coming up with like ways to curate it to each person, but also like just make it from me and also to get them out as quickly as possible because I know that my besties are already starting to plan my bachelorette party.
TikTok.
Which is like, we must get the invites out. Yes. We got to get them out.
There are things to do, things to see.
Oh, I'm so excited. Oh, it's going to be so
we definitely
fun.
Need to vlog your bachelorette for the pod.
Oh, 100%. Can you imagine we could do a recording there. How fun would that be? We sit down, we get like, we could do like a question thing where we like feed. Okay, that's a great idea. We're gonna bag that, and we're gonna do that next time. I think we should get into what we're yucked about. Yeah, we have a lot to discuss.
We have so much to discuss. Fuck my question.
Yeah,
and bleep that. This is a safe Christian podcast now.
Yeah, season 2. Season 2 is more Christian based.
Christian comedy.
Yeah.
Christian Leanne Rhymes.
Leanne Rhymes.
Shout out Caleb. Love you.
Oh, Caleb.
Please come on the podcast.
Yeah, if we ever have a guest, you would be the only guest we ever had. We're not willing to plan too much for guests, but we'll plan for you. You'd fit right there. Around our shoulders. How cute. All right. Should we get into our yucked for the week?
What are you yucked about?
I am yucked about sleepovers.
I am yucked about Survivor.
Dude, let's get into it.
SNS. Sleepovers Survivor.
Ooh, I'm so
hand
excited.
Hand, baby.
Yuck.
Okay, should I go first?
Yeah, sure. The floor is yours.
The floor is mine. Well, here's the thing. The insider baseball is that we did film a bit about sleepovers, but what I am finding interesting in thinking about sleepovers again is that they are how I feel about them now is very different than how I felt about them even a few months ago. I would like to first comment on adult sleepovers primarily. I think this is a very controversial topic. Adult sleepovers?
Adult sleepovers?
Controversial.
Okay.
Because
why?
I hate them. I don't like adult sleepovers. I want to go home and I want to sleep in my own bed. Can I also when I say adult sleepover, I don't mean like if you're sleeping over at someone's house because you like hooked up with them, whatever, that's different. I'm saying if a group of girls got together and if like somebody's birthday party was like, I'm having everyone spend the night at my house. Oh my God, I'm not going to spend the night at your house.
Wait, who is doing that though?
No one. A while back. No. You know what it was?
What?
Our dear friend had a birthday party that was 90s sleepover themed.
Yeah.
But the beauty of it was that it was not a sleepover. It was just the theme of sleepover, which I'm obsessed with. I love sleepover theme. I was not smitten if there was a sleepover after. And everyone's like, when you go to someone's house and they're like, oh, you can always spend the night. I'm like, I will do everything in my power not to spend the night here. I want to have fun. And then I want to go home and I want to take off my makeup. I want to cuddle my cat and I want to be in my pillow on my bed.
What I have to say, I'm gonna play a little devil's advocate here.
That's important. Yeah.
I feel like this is a stressor you don't need to have because no one's inviting you to sleep over.
No
one's inviting me to sleep over. It's just the fear of it.
Oh, it's a fear.
You're just afraid that the opportunity could pop up.
Totally.
At any time.
And then I'm going to look like a loser.
Okay, so maybe there's some trauma here.
There is trauma because the truth is that I've never liked sleepovers. When I was little, I feel like I liked sleepovers for like 2 or 3 years of my life. Little, like middle school. Even, honestly, elementary school, I liked them because they were new, they were fresh, they were fun. Middle school, like 8th grade, I feel like I started to not like them. It felt like a chore. But everyone wanted, it was always a sleepover. This weekend, their house. Next weekend, their house. And I had to go to church on Sunday.
Oh, that's right.
So I could never have 2 sleepovers in a row as well, which I always wanted to do. But my parents were like, no, you can have one on the weekend. And now I look back and I'm like, why was I begging to sleep over twice? I guess it's just a different time. How did you feel about sleepovers when you were?
I hated them until high school.
Dude, and so true. Oh, God.
Because it was like, I always wanted to go home. I always called my mom. My mom always picked me up. My mom knew the game she was playing. She was like, I'm dropping you off, but I know I'm going to come back here in about 3 hours. And I was like, sorry, it is what it is.
She's so kind.
Like, I had to go home. I had to.
Yeah.
And, but then in high school, it's just, because you can drive yourself.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Dude.
Once I was able to drive, loved him. Because I could always actually, I want to go home. And then I could go home if I wasn't drinking.
Dude,
but most of the time I was. And so, but luckily we had a lot of friends that provided comfort.
Yeah.
When we were the upper echelon. What is that word?
Upper echelon
of the friend group, so we always got a good bed.
100%. That was the golden era of sleepovers, I would say.
When I went to a sleepover in middle school, that's when I realized my relationship with food was messed up. Okay. It was the beginning of an eating disorder.
That's so real.
On the cusp.
Totally.
Of a disorder. So basically, it was my first time interacting with food.
Yeah.
In a home that wasn't my home. Okay. And all these other girls would we would have snacks. And I was like, oh my God, this is awesome. I get to eat chips and dip. Yeah. French onion dip. Had it for the first time on a sleepover. Blew my mind.
That'll change your life.
And candy and all this stuff. And I was like, wait, so you guys can have some chips and not want to keep eating these chips,
right? They would have a little chip and then they'd put it down.
And I was like, but you guys don't want to finish this whole entire bowl of Doritos?
Because you're like, what if we did? Yeah.
I'm walking away from the snack table and I'm thinking about those Doritos.
Totally. They're like, let's go play tag outside. You're like, well, what if we stayed inside and just sat around the food?
Yeah, and ate this food.
And ate it.
And thought and think about it all the time.
Totally.
So that's when I was like, hey, something's up. And then it became stressful.
Oh.
I got stressed. I was like, food.
Yeah.
So that was rough. And that's why I hated sleepovers. And that got a little better in high school because here's why.
I feel like I know why, just because I had a similar mentality to you when I was at sleepovers. We ate like shit. We ate like fucking animals.
Yes.
A way that I would never eat now, except I would love to eat this way now. We'd make brownie batter and cookie batter, and we'd walk to the gas station and get all this candy, and oh God, I just love doing that. And then in high school, I feel, and just say what you're gonna say.
Well, I don't know if you think what I'm gonna say. Basically, I was like, okay, when we were getting a little high, when we would dabble in weed, in high school, it was whoa, everyone has the munchies. Everyone loves food. Yes. I was like, this is awesome.
Yes. No, that is similar to what I was going to say, because I was like, everyone that we hung out with in high school loved to eat.
Yeah.
So it was whether weed was involved or not, I just felt like everyone was down to chow.
Yeah. And the smiley fries, remember those?
Oh my God.
At my house.
And I dream of those.
Yeah. It was just it was a safe space.
Oh, smiley potatoes. Oh, that's got to be in the study guide for this week.
Yes,
absolutely.
Potatoes.
Yeah, well, and you know what? I think that's a great place to, there's so much you can say about sleepovers. I mean, the culture is incredible. I remember the first time I drank alcohol at a sleepover, kind of early. I was in 8th grade, and no, dude, I was ahead of my time.
Yeah.
But the girls I was hanging out with, they were too. And I remember having a sip or something, and then, dude, you would not believe this. Somebody at that sleepover was a snitch. Somebody told one of the counselors in middle school that there was drinking at this sleepover. Everyone thought it was me, and it wasn't me. And I stand by that because I was approached by a couple of the girls in the middle school bathroom.
Yeah.
And they were like, we think it was you. Why would you do that? And I literally was crying. I was like, I didn't tell anybody.
Why would you do that?
I would never do. I drink.
Yeah.
Like, I was drinking there. I don't know who it was or how anybody found out, but
why would you get the school involved?
That
makes no sense.
I like
mom.
I barely remember who was there. I feel like it was like the volleyball team when I was in typical. Like. But honestly, that trauma still haunts me because I don't think they believe me. And I'm like, you guys.
Set the record straight.
Set the record straight.
It was not her.
I would speak on it now. I really would. I would. No, and it was bad. The counselors like called all of us down. And I was like, guys, this is a waste of my time.
There was always some drama. Like one time my friend gave everyone melatonin.
No.
And then her mom had to call all the other moms and like let them know that she gave all these young girls melatonin. Because we were like, oh, we can't sleep. And my friend was like, I have something we could do. And she goes into the kitchen pantry and takes out a jar of melatonin, like little supplements, and gives us all some.
That's insane.
And yeah, her mom had to call all the other moms.
She's like, they're on drugs.
They took melatonin last night.
Well, this is great. All right, shall we move on?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, this one's going to be big.
Okay, I'm yucked about Survivor.
Oh!
We are so late to the game on Survivor. But it was just a natural time to get into it for us.
It was.
On our hiatus from the podcast.
Yeah.
We're just enjoying life.
Totally.
And we're just craving something to latch onto a little bit in the evenings.
What did we finished a couple of things and we were like out of things to watch.
Yeah.
I think like Love Island All Stars finished.
Yeah.
I think Traders finished, and honestly it was Boston Rob on Traders that kind of was like pushing us, and our dear friend Spencer, who is a Survivor stan like us now. They were all pushing us in the right direction, and it all timed out exactly how it was meant to.
Beautifully. We started with season 16.
Yeah, right? Season 16.
The Black Widow Brigade.
Yeah.
And so we got our toes in the water there because we were building up to season 20, where we are now, heroes versus villains, because all we hear about is this season, and we needed to have a little bit of reference for some key characters that come into play in season 20.
Yeah, and it's kind of amazing that like we got great reference for most of the characters. The characters that we don't know are ones that were in like really early seasons, and not to sound like such a Gen Z, but we're not gonna watch the 4x3. I know we're filming this in 4x3, but this looks beautiful. Okay, we're not gonna watch the blurry, bad audio. Like, if there's no drone shot, I don't want to see it.
No, and even season 16 was like, it was like right there. It was right on the line of being too blurry for me, but it was okay.
Yeah. I agree.
And even the characters that I don't know, this could be offensive, I feel like they're not giving. Like, I would feel bad if I didn't know who Russell was, if I didn't know who Coach was.
Dude, and it's kind of amazing because they really are featuring the characters that we know as well. Because, like, Candace, right? That one blonde girl that, like, there's Courtney and Candace. They're two skinny blonde women.
Yeah.
And they are, I don't know who either of them are.
But
they're giving nothing.
They're giving nothing. So, like, I don't care.
I don't need to see it.
No Parv.
Parvati. I love how everyone is so scared of Parvati and Suri.
Yeah.
I just think it's like the most beautiful thing I've ever seen in my life. I think even Russell is under Parvati's spell right now.
Oh, absolutely.
And unfortunately, he's such a good character. He can be so evil.
Oh, he's the worst human alive, but God, do I root for him sometimes. I don't know what it is. I know he's like, he steals people's stuff. He calls women stupid.
Yeah.
He owns an oil company.
Yeah.
Like, he's like gut of the earth. Like, he's like dirt.
Most villainous of villains.
But okay, so there's these things called immunity idols, if you're unaware, and they're hidden either off the island or on the island, and usually you get clues to find the immunity idols. But Russell in season 19 found all of them without a fucking clue.
3 of them.
3 immunity idols with no help. He just found them.
He just found them.
That, to me, I was like, I'm sorry you're a villain, but damn, you're good.
You're a game player. And something we often touch on is these shows that we love, including Love Island, including Traitors. You have the choice in these games. There's a few rules, but there aren't many. You can play it as a villain or a hero. And this season 20 is touching on just that. Because there's no rules that says you can't lie and scheme your way to the finish.
There's no rules, but some people think that's not how you play the game.
Yeah.
That you have to have integrity and honor.
Totally. And when JT won in season 19, I was like, he literally won with integrity and honor.
Yeah.
He was the most honorable player I've ever seen in my life.
I love JT. And just, we touched on the fact that Survivor has a rhythm to it that is comforting.
Pattern. We must talk about the pattern.
There's sound cues, there's visual cues. It's the same thing every episode and every season, but like just different enough with the players and like the overall themes of the season. But the patterns are so satisfying.
It is so like, you don't understand, and I'm saying this as someone who didn't watch Survivor in real time. You just don't understand why people are obsessed with this show until you watch it. And you have to watch multiple episodes and be like, I know exactly what Jeff is going to say right now. And he's going to say it with the same cadence and the same way he always does. And I just think it's so special. Jeff, what an idol.
What an idol, literally. I'm speechless.
I'm
thinking
speechless
about the power that Jeff has. He's so suave. He's intelligent.
He's so suave.
He's dedicated.
He's not hot, but he is. It's confusing. He's hot. He's ugly hot.
He's ugly hot.
Yeah. But he's just he has got Riz.
Yeah. I mean, say it.
He's got Riz. Even when like Coach gave him the finger or something like during one of the challenges, and his response was so suave. He was like, "Don't be mad at me. Be mad. Put your anger into the challenge." Yeah. I'm like, how are you doing this? Yeah. Like, you're not.
When some of the challenges and the players have to run. Okay.
Love when they run.
Jeff gives a play-by-play, so he's like running alongside them sometimes, and he's like, "Okay, JT locks it in," or like Parvati with the hit. Parvati connects.
Parvati connects. Dude, I love when he says it. When he says that.
Russell connects.
I
have goosebumps. Like, and straight up, look.
You got she has chills all over her body.
I love when he says connects.
No, I love when he says connects. I love when he's like, and immunity goes to whatever these crazy tribe names are that feel
Foa Galoo.
He's so good. And it brings us to the most amazing part of Survivor, which is the puzzles. Jilly and I were sitting on the couch, little insider baseball here. We're sitting on the couch watching, and we get a little bit high sometimes when we're watching. God, it just makes it all the more fun.
Because it is so comforting.
It is so comforting. It's just like, and truly, when we do that, we also pause it every 7 minutes. Yeah. Like putting ourselves in the situation. What would we do?
Analyze the different scenarios, strategy.
Absolutely. But I turned to Jilly because sometimes it feels like an SNL skit with how many steps there are to the puzzles and the challenges that they do. I turned to Jilly and I said, "There's too many steps in this puzzle."
There's too many steps in this puzzle. I mean, it's a lot.
It is a lot.
They have to run, swim, figure out a literal puzzle, and climb up a ladder that they have to build. But then those steps to the ladder are in the middle of the ocean, so I had to go get those first.
They have to swim over there.
The steps to the ladder created a boat, and then you had to take them off the boat, put them onto a ladder.
It's insane, and I have to shout out the props team on that one. Whoever's building these puzzles, you are crazy.
So talented.
How do you? Oh my god! I like when they repeat the challenges. I think it's a fun callback, but like most of them are like brand new all the time. Pretty impressive, I gotta say. So we're obsessed with Survivor.
Love Survivor, and I don't know when I'm ever gonna stop watching it. Like there's so many. I don't see myself ever stopping.
We're gonna watch it for the next 80 years.
I wrote that in your birthday card. I was like, I hope we're 80 years old and watching Survivor.
Well, we'll finally make it to the end.
Finally.
We'll finally be caught up by the time we're 87. It's actually, yeah.
It's limitless.
It's limitless. I've met a few people who have been obsessed with Survivor, and I remember seeing previews for it when I was little, like on the TV and stuff, but...
You weren't a Survivor family.
No. We were not a Survivor family. Yeah, well, it wasn't on cable. It was like on, I think, like CBS.
Oh.
Kind of like The Amazing Race. Like we had access to these things. Can we just talk about Boston Rob for a second?
Oh!
I'm sorry.
Real quick.
I'm sorry.
Boston fucking Rob. Boston Rob.
I'm just thinking about Danielle and Traders. Boston fucking Rob. And I'm like, girl, I get it now, but also like he's so hot.
No, it's just the way he speaks. He's so confident. He's like he's the good villain.
He's the good villain. It's been amazing to see him in season 20 of Survivor because we're finally understanding. Literally everyone follows him for no reason. Like
it's magic.
He has a magic suave personality. And then we dove into the relationship. Oh my God.
Him and Amber.
Amber.
It's
so cute. He put the A on his arm. He did the way that they just like meshed so quickly, and it's so cute for them to be like, we're both playing the game, but we're flirting with each other, and I like how they were both like, my head is in the game first and foremost.
Yes.
But like it's almost like they fell into it. They didn't even know it was happening. It was so crazy.
Now they have 4 beautiful children.
They're so cute. Yeah,
their wedding was like televised.
Yeah,
because they were like
at Sandals
Beach Resort, which we gotta watch. There's a 3-hour documentary on Amber and Boston Rob's relationship on YouTube, and that is our next watch.
It is absolutely. And I was doing some research for work, and I was looking up showmances, like the most iconic showmances. I was shocked to see theirs pop up first, and I was like, oh my God, I need to understand this.
It's like unlocking a part of American culture that I just had never touched before.
Yeah.
And it's crazy because like I feel like we're so online, we watch so much TV, and for us to just now be getting into Survivor, it's like a gift.
Yeah, I'm thankful. It really, timing is everything. Timing is everything. And in my 20th year of life, because I'm just turned 20. It just came at a pivotal time. Something with pattern recognition, also recognizing like, when you have a touch of the tism, like this kind of stuff. Oh my God, it's so comforting. Oh,
I have no idea.
The filmmaking patterns that are presented in this way.
Just I'm not gonna recreate some of the vocal sounds, but God, it's so good. It's everything you need. If you haven't seen Survivor, don't be like us and wait this long.
Don't wait this long.
Tap in.
And don't forget,
get your fix of Boston Rob.
Get your fix. And don't forget that people who watch reality TV are smarter.
Oh, it's a glimpse into humanity. It's highbrow. You don't get it.
It is highbrow. It's highbrow. And people are like rude about it. Like I grew up thinking reality TV was trash.
The only time I've ever like raised my voice at my mom and as an adult was when she was talking about reality TV, and I was like, "You don't understand." And she probably remembers that because we were at dinner and everyone was like, I was like, sorry, just like, you're wrong.
You're simply wrong, okay? Like, I'm so sorry, but and honestly, I would yell at my mother as well.
It's just
she's the one that made me think this way. Sorry, Mom, love you. I get it. I think there was a different lens on reality TV back in the day.
Like the Real World and like all those, like it was a little bit.
There was some messed up stuff on like MTV, so I get it.
But not this one.
I think someday we'll do like a full-on diarrhea throwing up about Survivor. I think we will. This is just a touch into the world.
Yeah, a little taste of it.
Could talk about it forever.
I'd love to talk about it more, so let's save that.
lock that in.
Lock that in.
Well,
Just
I'm clearly yucked about Survivor. Yeah. I'm so very yucked on it. Ugh.
And I'm yucked about sleepovers. Imagine watching Survivor at a sleepover.
Oh my god, and everyone's quiet. God, I'd love that.
And I have a bag of Doritos in front of me.
Yeah, and I got my cookie dough. The lights are low.
The lights are low. Can you just many Doritos? I was like, why?
Everyone's like, where are the Doritos? You're like, oh my god, look what just happened.
What? That's crazy. Everyone look.
Well, it's great to be back on the pod.
Great to be back.
Congrats, I love you.
Congrats, I love you.
Oh my god. We're so excited to be back.
What song should we sing on the way out?
It's an empty room, could be so loud, and there's too many tears to drown them out. So hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Bye.
Bye-bye.